Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. Yo, you like the content I've been dropping, the direction that my channel was set it in. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos with anybody else you think might benefit from them, alright? Now, today's topic is a little bit different than what I normally do. I was actually riding on my motorcycle today and I was speeding my ass off, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I hit like about 275 kilometers per hour. Literally going so fast, I mean. And in that moment, as I was driving, I kind of got hit with a vision of what I'm going to be like as a father. So if y'all don't know anything about like my age or whatever, this is your first time zooming in on this channel. I'm 36, I'm gonna be 37 soon, and I always wanted to be somewhat financially stable before I had my first kid. So my wife and I, we've been together for like, coming up on 12 years in December, and we're both like ready to be parents. So the name of this topic is going to be called Verbal Time Capsule for My Unborn Children. Verbal Time Capsule for My Unborn Children, alright? And I don't care whether I have a son or daughter at this point. I just think I'll have a different, let's say, game plan for either one, depending on, their sex. Now, the thing about it is, I just have to speak to my unborn child as if, they're going to have a chance to go back to hear what I have to say. I feel like a lot of us, when we're born, our parents are just trying to figure it out, and they learn as they go along, and we basically grow up and, life goes forward. But I think it's very rare that a parent, I can't even say very rare. I think maybe the rich people, they plan for their kids. But for everyone else, it just seems like we're born and like our parents are freestyling. This is no shot at my mom or anything. I think by and large, just a lot of kids are born and then the parents are trying to figure it out as they go along. And being one of those people who is very observant ever since I was a kid, I just started to think to myself, like, I'd rather be a little bit older and then have a kid and have a plan for that child versus, being in my young 20s and just being able to slap fives with my kid and go to the club with my kid and play basketball. Like, I don't really care if I'm able to play basketball with my child, but I'm going to be very excited to teach him or her about the stock market or about just all the things that I've learned before they were born. Because I lived a full adult life, and now I'm able to give them a lot of game, you see? So I basically wrote somewhat of a letter to my unborn child to put them on game as far as the type of man that had a plan for them to be born. You see what I mean? So let's just jump right into it. So, to my unborn child, son or daughter, I'm already forecasting what having you in my life will be like, and look forward to your arrival. Out of respect for what being a father is and what parenthood entails, you must know that your mother and I have taken precautionary steps to prepare for you to flourish under our supervision. Now the thing is, my wife and I, we saw each other when I was 25 and she was 24. And we both always laugh about how it was when we met because we both saw qualities in each other that let us know, hey, she would be a great mom. And she felt the same way. He's going to be a great father. Now, of course, neither one of us wanted to have kids so early in the game. So it wound up being like we met, we lived together and got serious really quickly, you know what I mean? And we experienced a lot of hard times, but throughout the turmoil, we always stayed together. So you just gotta know that, this is to my unborn child, you gotta know that your mother and I, we already saw from the first time that we met that we're going to be a couple that's going to last, you see? And of course, I don't have any magnifying glass on the future. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can just go off of experience with your mom and just tell you that she has all the qualities that I really wanted to see in a wife. You know, she's able to maintain her money. She's feminine, but yet she's still independent. She knows her role, but allows me to play my role, and we work together as a good team. You got to understand that we're going to have certain things that I'm going to talk about in the very end of this video that she and I both are going to, impart on you, or that we're going to emphasize that you need to internalize. So, speaking back about you and your mom and myself, we traveled a lot as a way to open and expand our minds. You know what I mean? We're not one of these couples who just got together and then immediately had you on the way. No, we wanted to make sure that both of us not only lived our lives together, but that we also saw to it that our relationship got really strong before you were born. You see what I mean? So we also introduced both of our families to either side, you know what I mean? And our parents have even met each other. So you just need to understand that this was a more traditional, let's say, flow of events, but we were also unorthodox, you know what I mean? I'm American, as you know, and your mom is Turkish. So already we had a lot of different things to overcome right when we got together. But I think by and large, everybody on either side can just see, hey, this man and this woman just fit very well together. And to all the naysayers or haters that we might have had, I'm pretty sure that we just blew their lid at the fact that we're still together after all these years and we're continuing to go strong. So just know that about your mother and I, okay? Also, we saved a lot of money before you were born, and the key reason being is that we wanted to be financially stable. Now, the world we're living in right now, it seems like it's just going haywire, but I don't care about any of those things that are out of our control. Your mother and I always wanted to make sure that we had money put away and that we were financially somewhat free before you were born, okay? And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. And also, the most important thing for you to know is that we really planned to have you. There was no mishap. There was no, oh, she's pregnant and I'm going to figure out what I got to do, and now I'm backpedaling, scrambling, trying to figure out how we're going to make this work. No, you really got to know. Even me being right here in Kuwait right now, this was part of the plan to get money put away. Now we're planning to be back together. We're going to move back to the States. We're going to have a home and everything. So when you come, you got to know we had a plan for you the whole entire time. All right? Because we both take this serious, being parents. Now, we both love you unconditionally as well. All right? And as your father, specifically, there are key tenets that I'm constantly going to stress on you so that you internalize it and can prosper in your life, okay? Number one, good manners. Okay, so this is something that I don't feel like will ever hurt you, okay? I'm definitely going to be big about respect and you giving your mother and I manners in our house. And that's going to translate over to when you go out in this world, you need to understand that there are authority figures and there are also people who are older than you, i.e. adults, right? I want you to always be able to carry yourself in a way where you give respect to others off top. Like it ain't going to be none of this reckless ass behavior and talking to people any old way. Like you need to understand that from the time that you hit this plane and you're in our house, I'm always going to be drilling it home for you to have manners. And that's when you're eating, when you're talking, when you're addressing someone. If you see your mom is on the phone, it ain't going to be none of this bullshit where you just running up talking about mom. Like, yo, you need to hit her with an excuse me, all right? And I'm telling you, if you go against the grain right there, you will be getting popped. Like I'm not one for playing around with this. So manners are gonna be something that you're definitely gonna have from me and your mom, harping on it from young age all the way up, okay? Get with it. 2, confidence. Your mother and I are very confident ourselves, and honestly in this world, No one respects weakness. That's just very important for you to internalize. Like, if you're, oh, it looks like I'm getting a phone call. Speaking of the devil, I'm actually getting a call from your mom right now. You know what I mean? But let me go ahead and go with this video, and then I'll actually answer that later. So the thing is, that's really messing up the flow of things, right? But it's all good. You know what I mean? It just lets you know that we human. All right. Of course, right when I'm making the video, that's when she want to call. So yeah. Where was I at? Confidence is very key, okay? So there's no exceptions here. No one respects weak people, and the only way that you're really going to be able to show and go for what you want is if you're confident in yourself. And we're gonna lead by example here, okay? I'm a confident person, your mother is as well, and I don't really think this is gonna be something I'm gonna have to teach you, because you're gonna see from example how it's done by she and I, right? 3, physical fitness. All right. Once again, this kind of goes back on the other point. You're not going to be weak. I'm not going to allow it. You know what I mean? You're going to be physically strong. And that's man, or that's going to be whether you're a boy or a girl. Okay? You're going to know how to defend yourself. You're going to be physically strong. And I'm going to see to it, because once again, I'm going to be leading by example. I'm talking about you're going to be an active kid. It ain't going to be just sitting around being weak. I'm not going to allow it. So if I'm harping on it and I'm annoying you, just know that I'm only doing it for your best interest. There's really no drawbacks to you being physically fit. And I'm going to make sure that everyone in our home is that way. No, like there's no exceptions whatsoever here, okay? 4, cleanliness and decorum. Okay, so cleanliness, that goes without saying. In our home, look, I mean, like, I'm your future, I'm your dad, right? You see my environment, you're not here, your mom's not here, it's just me. But everything in my environment is under control and clean. You see, I didn't even get a haircut this week, but does my hair look all messed up? Does my outfit look all messed up? I'm chilling in the house and I'm wearing a Ferrari sweatsuit, okay? So you need to understand, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. There's gonna be no exception for you to ever represent yourself or us in a way that's unclean or untidy. No, you always gonna have a sharp appearance. I'm gonna make sure that from a young age up, you understand that, okay? It's only gonna give you good feedback and results in life if you take care of yourself and keep yourself clean, okay? Decorum, kind of going along with manners, you know, just having a code of conduct for yourself that you don't break it for nobody. You have a standard that's up here for yourself, and when you go out to the world, trust me, you're gonna get better results than someone who is, you know, hanging in a level of mediocrity. Intelligence. Oh yeah, I understand. We probably gonna be in the States, you know what I mean? Growing up in Atlanta, you're gonna be exposed to all different types of people who, you know, get you hip to slang and show you this, that, and the third. But understand, in our home, it's not gonna be any of this, yeah, you know what I'm saying, dog, blah, blah, blah. No, like, you can do all that stuff, but I want you to already have a level of intelligence where you're able to speak and communicate like your parents. And you can always downgrade. Like, I figure it makes more sense for you to be able to speak intelligently and also read and pursue excellence. It's easy for you to dumb yourself down if you're already a smart individual, right? So understand, I'm going to be harping on that as one of the main tenets that you need to internalize. Very important for you to not only be intelligent, but also have no problem exuding that when you go out into the world. Slang and all that bullshit, you can do that easily if you're already of high, let's say, mental faculty. Pride in who you are. Once again, you're gonna see this from your mother and myself, okay? I'm a black American. I know my history. I read about it, you know what I mean? I got books that have gone totally against the curriculum that I was taught in school, right? Your mother is Turkish. That's a very rich history that comes from, let's say, Turkey. That used to be the Ottoman Empire. Like, I'm gonna make sure that you know both. And Nobody's ever gonna make you feel like you're less than. You're always gonna be taught from an early age up to be very prideful and, yeah, love who you are. Discipline. Okay, it kind of goes along with decorum. All right, I was in the military. I'm not gonna have no undisciplined ass kids. All right, you're gonna get up and you're gonna have responsibilities from an early age. You want this money? You want an allowance so that you can go to the mall and tear it up? Okay. Your room better be clean. The grass better be cut. You know what I mean? You better have listened to everything that your mom laid out for you to do. We over here cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, you gonna be helping cook. You also gonna be helping to do the dishes. Trash need to get taken out. There's no reason why I'm gonna be working, coming home, and then the trash is there and you just sitting on your ass. Like, no. See, stuff like that, I'm gonna be drilling on you. And if you got a problem with it, you can do like I did when I was 18 and move out. And trust me, even when you move out, you're gonna probably start doing subconsciously all the stuff that I drilled on you or annoyed you with when you were living under my roof anyway. Money. Listen, money, alright. Money is a tool, okay? And I'm gonna show you not only how to get it, but also how to save it, invest it, make it work for you, okay? A lot of people say money don't grow on trees. It's like, money doesn't grow on trees, but money can come to you if you're clever, bright, and if you bring something to the market that other people want and are willing to pay for. I'm going to help you cultivate your entrepreneurial skills, and I'm always going to make it so that you understand how money works and how you can put it away in a fashion that will allow you to get compound interest. See, I'm going to school you on everything that I learned about money by reading, and I'm going to see to it that from a young age you get hip. Whatever ventures you want to take on, your mother and I are going to be there to square you away anyway. So you're going to be good with money. Also, number 9, self-reliance, self-care, and self-sufficiency. My main goal for you, young man or young woman, even though I'm probably going to be strict and shrewd, I'm going to be paying attention to you from a very young age. I'm going to be analyzing the hell out of you. And I'm talking about your astrology, your numerology, everything. I'm going to be trying to just figure you out from a young age. Because you are not me. You are not your mom. You are your own individual person. And being under our environment, I'm hoping that we give you these tenets and you can eventually go on your own way and fly straight and not really need too much help. So my thing is, I want to see to it that you're self-reliant, that you take care of yourself, and that you also are self-sufficient. So I don't really have to harp on that. I mean, it goes without saying. It kind of makes sense. I think in the title of all that stuff I just said, you can kind of get what I mean. I don't really know what you're going to want to become. I don't know what you will be passionate about. But I do want to make sure that you know how to iron, you know how to change a tire, you know how to cook, you know how to clean, you know how to pay bills, you know how to handle yourself. Okay? We're always going to be here for you. But I want you to be a bird that can leave the nest and fly as far as it wants to go. Okay? Last but not least, another tenet that I know as your father I'm going to harp on is the cultivation of your inner gifts, and I'm going to help you to find your purpose. Okay? All of us have things that we are naturally good at. Okay? And by me being a dad who's paying attention to you and is actually in the fucking picture, I'm going to make sure that I put you in front of the things that I see tickle your fancy, you know? So if you're a young child and I see that you really have a knack for playing the piano, I'm going to talk to you about whether you would like to get lessons or not. I'm going to talk to you about whether you would like to have a piano and actually practice it on the daily. You see, I'm going to be very, very observant about what I think would benefit you that you can add to your repertoire. You know, if I see that you really love building stuff with Legos, I'm gonna see if I can guide you into the direction of where you'll have more fun with that, you see? So just know that I'm 36 right now. You know, your mother and I, we don't have you on the way yet, but whenever you do show up, I'm gonna do everything in my power to be just the best dad that I can. And I'm also going to ensure that your mother and I always work together as a tight, cohesive unit so that you see in this crazy world that we're living in how a man and a woman can work together in order to have the best, most stable situation for a child to flourish. Okay? So, yeah. I think I said everything. You know, this is like a digital, aka verbal time capsule that you can always reflect back on and see what type of man your dad is, you know, even before you got here. So with that being said, you know, if y'all got something out of this video, I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all on the next one. All right.